Frank Fritz, the cherished co-host of American Pickers, passed away on September 30th, 2024, at the age of 60. His sudden departure from this world sent shockwaves through the hearts of his family, friends, and millions of fans who had followed his extraordinary journey. The news of his passing was made even more poignant by the staggering fortune he left behind. A legacy that has stirred a whirlwind of emotions, from heartfelt gratitude to bitter tension, leaving his loved ones grappling with a future forever changed. For decades, Frank roamed the American landscape with an insatiable passion for uncovering forgotten treasures hidden in dusty barns, cluttered garages, and long-abandoned junkyards. Every expedition was more than just a search for antiques. It was a pilgrimage into the soul of America, where each relic told a story of a bygone era and every discovery breathed new life into forgotten history. His remarkable ability to see beauty in the discarded made him a true pioneer, transforming the mundane into priceless artifacts that resonated deeply with a nation hungry for nostalgia and meaning. Twilight years of his life, however, Frank's indomitable spirit was relentlessly challenged by a series of devastating health issues. In 2022, he suffered a crippling stroke that left his body weakened by the lingering effects of a cerebral infarction, a clinical term that belies the harsh reality of permanent damage and loss of vitality. Alongside this, he battled aortic stenosis, a condition that made it increasingly difficult for his heart to pump blood, adding another layer of struggle to his daily fight against a fading physical strength. Whose life was built on the thrill of discovery could not escape the iron grip of fate. These profound challenges, Frank's story was also marked by moments of remarkable humanity and emotional redemption. Friendship with co-host Mike Wolfe, once marred by bitter disputes and public quarrels over the direction of American Pickers, experienced a touching renewal as the inevitability of loss loomed large. In raw, unfiltered moments, captured in heartfelt interviews, Frank had once compared their dynamic to that of Aerosmith, lamenting, "It's like you've got Aerosmith and there's Steven Tyler. I found my spot, I'm second, and he's number one on the show." Ouch. Words that echoed the deep-seated pain of feeling sidelined on a show he helped create. But when his health took a downward spiral, old grudges melted away into tender reconciliations as Mike rushed to his side, holding his hand, softly rubbing his chest and murmuring, "Just go find your mom. Go find her right now." In that intimate, fragile hour, two lifelong friends found solace and forgiveness, proving that even in our darkest moments, love can heal the deepest wounds. Frank's journey began in the humble environs of Davenport, Iowa, where a young boy first discovered the magic of collecting. Surrounded by everyday items that others dismissed as worthless, he learned to see stories in rusted metal and faded paint, a skill that would define his entire career. Working as a fire inspector for 25 long years, he nurtured this passion quietly, finding joy in the simplest treasures and dreaming of a day when his love for antiques would light up the world. Little did anyone know that this early fascination would evolve into an extraordinary career that would eventually capture the hearts of millions across the nation. When American Pickers premiered on the History Channel in 2010, Frank was already a seasoned connoisseur of America's hidden relics. Together with the dynamic duo of Mike Wolfe and the ever-resourceful Danielle Colby, he embarked on cross-country adventures, transforming dilapidated barns, crumbling garages, and cluttered junkyards into treasure troves brimming with history and wonder. It was a cultural sensation, inviting viewers to join him on an exhilarating journey through the past. Each episode a celebration of the unexpected beauty found in America's forgotten corners. His magnetic presence on television, Frank further cemented his legacy as an expert in his field by penning two best-selling books, American Picker's Guide to Picking 2011 and How to Pick Vintage Motorcycles 2013. These works not only showcased his encyclopedic knowledge of antiques, but also inspired countless enthusiasts to look deeper, to appreciate the value hidden in the overlooked. In addition, his antique shop, known as Frank Fritz Finds, located in Savannah, Illinois, became a cherished destination for collectors and fans alike, a tangible testament to his lifelong passion and entrepreneurial spirit. At the peak of his success, Frank had amassed a fortune estimated at $6 million, a dazzling achievement built on years of hard work, relentless determination, and an uncanny ability to see what others could not. Yet, as his health faltered, so too did the robustness of his financial reserves. Following his stroke, the astronomical monthly cost of medical care and in-home services soared to nearly $30,000. A relentless drain on his once bountiful nest egg. His modest Iowa farmhouse, purchased in 2010 and later transformed with medical upgrades and wheelchair ramps, appreciated in value over time, yet could not counterbalance the mounting medical bills that steadily eroded his fortune. Foreseeing the fragility of his own existence, Frank took decisive steps to secure his legacy. On October 23, 2023, while his health was already in steep decline, he meticulously filed his will, a document intended to safeguard his multi-million-dollar estate and ensure that his final wishes would be honored without dispute. Midwest One Bank was appointed as both conservator and executor, entrusted with managing his financial affairs and executing the sealed will with unwavering precision. Although the contents of the will remain shrouded in secrecy, its existence alone has sparked intense speculation and debate among those left behind. The emotional fallout from Frank's passing has been as turbulent as it has been profound. With no spouse or biological children to inherit his legacy, the mantle of family fell to those who had stood by him throughout his tumultuous journey. Friends like Chris Davis, who assumed the role of guardian after his stroke, and longtime confidant Jerry Gendro, who vividly recalled the heartrending scenes of Frank's final days in a nursing home, where one side of his body lay paralyzed, now faced the daunting challenge of reconciling their own grief with the heavy burden of his financial legacy. "I think Frank could have lived a lot longer if the will to live would have been there," lamented Jerry, his words echoing the collective sorrow of a community that watched a beloved figure slip away despite all his brilliance. Adding a further twist to Frank's life was a turbulent and ultimately heartbreaking romance that captured public attention. Rumors swirled that he was once on the brink of marrying his longtime girlfriend, Diane, a relationship that promised a future of shared dreams and stability. As the pressures of fame and personal betrayal mounted, the relationship crumbled under the weight of shattered trust and emotional devastation. In a candid interview with The Sun, Frank confessed, "It hurt my feelings, my self-esteem, and my whole world," revealing the searing pain of discovering Diane's infidelity. A betrayal that drove him into the depths of despair and pushed him further into the clutches of addiction. Diane, for her part, vehemently denied his version of events, declaring, "It's not true what he's saying," a rebuttal that did little to mend the deep wounds of a romance gone tragically wrong. Frank's struggle with addiction was a shadow that darkened his later years, a battle fought on multiple fronts as he wrestled with the demons of alcohol and opioid dependency. His chronic pain, exacerbated by Crohn's disease and a broken back that required surgery in 2019, forced him into a painful cycle of reliance on medications and substances that drained both his energy and his finances. Even as he continued to make public appearances on American Pickers until 2008, him could see the toll that addiction was exacting. A painful irony for a man whose life had been defined by the discovery of hidden treasures and the celebration of America's rich past. Yet in spite of every setback, Frank's passion for picking never waned. His extraordinary ability to see value in the discarded, a rusted gas station sign, a vintage motorcycle gathering dust, an old toy left behind in a forgotten barn, was a gift that transformed him into an ambassador for the overlooked and the underestimated. Every artifact he uncovered was imbued with a rich narrative, a whisper of history that resonated deeply with those who knew how to listen. His work on American Pickers was not merely about collecting antiques. It was a heartfelt celebration of the human story, a reminder that even in the most unlikely places, beauty and meaning can be found. Frank's legacy, however, transcends the tangible accumulation of wealth. It is etched in the memories and hearts of all who were touched by his warmth, humor, and authenticity. American Pickers was more than just a television show. It was a cultural phenomenon that united families, communities, and generations in a shared celebration of history and heritage. His unique talent for transforming the mundane into the magnificent has left an indelible imprint on the world of antiques and continues to inspire countless collectors and dreamers alike. In the wake of his passing, plans have already been set in motion to honor his memory in a most fitting way. Rumors of an auction to sell off portions of his prized collection have circulated widely among collectors and fans, promising to not only recoup some of the astronomical medical expenses, but also to ensure that his beloved treasures find new homes with those who truly appreciate their historical significance. Such an auction stands as a powerful tribute to a man whose life was defined by his unyielding passion for uncovering America's hidden past, a legacy that will continue to resonate for generations to come. As we reflect on the extraordinary life of Frank Fritz, we are reminded that true success is measured not only in dollars, but in the depth of one's character, the strength of one's relationships, and the lasting impact of one's contributions. His life, a tapestry woven with threads of triumph, tragedy, resilience, and redemption, teaches us that every setback carries the potential for renewal and that every ending is the prelude to a new beginning. Frank's own words, "Life is what you put into it. If you don't put much into it, you don't get a lot out of it," serve as a timeless call to live fully, to cherish every moment, and to never shy away from pursuing one's passions with unwavering determination. Today, as we honor the memory of Frank Fritz, we celebrate a man who transformed the ordinary into the extraordinary, and whose legacy will forever shine as a beacon of hope, creativity, and relentless spirit. His remarkable journey, from the humble beginnings in Iowa, through the dazzling heights of television fame, to the painful struggles of his final years, reminds us that the true fortune in life lies in the love we share, the memories we create, and the indomitable courage with which we face our challenges. May his story inspire us to seek out beauty in unexpected places and to embrace every moment with passion and gratitude.